Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Hunt for the Wilder People. So the last few movies I've done have been quite heavy and dealt with some really tough topics. So I thought I'd do something a bit more light-hearted. This is one of my favourite films. It's kind of like a comfort movie for me. So obviously I have seen it before. So I think I'll name it commentary or something. So if it's a movie that I haven't seen before and it's my first time watching, it'll be obvious from the title or thumbnail that this is the first time I'm watching. And I'll have probably multiple playlists, like a first time watching playlist and then a commentary playlist. I think that's how I'll differentiate the two. I absolutely love this movie. I love Taika Watiti. Julian Dennison is great in this. Next week, I'll be watching The Prince of Egypt for the first time, which is actually a request. So if you have any requests, be sure to leave them in the comments, because I'm such a small channel, I'll probably get to them quite quick. I do have a list of movies that I want to get to eventually. Consider checking out the Patreon. Over there, you'll find full-length timer-based reactions, 1 week early access, and polls to vote on upcoming shows and movies. Yeah, let's just jump into it. Do do do. Do do do. I love that. The little audio cues they come in. Taika Watiti. I think the only film of his I haven't seen is Eagle vs. Shark. I've seen Boy, Thor Ragnarok, and this, and What We Do in the Shadows. The music in this is so good, the sounds. I'm going to apologise in advance for my awful New Zealand accent if I end up imitating any of it, which I'm bound to do. All eyes on me.
Bella Paula Hall from Child Welfare Services. This is Ricky Baker. Woo! You're a big fella. Who ate the guy who ate all the pie? We're talking
Disobedience, stealing, spitting, running, train stocks, kicking stuff.
Loitering and graffitiing. And that's just the stuff we know about. Ricky, this is your new home.
No one else wants you.
There's no one else who wants you, okay? Move. Also, as part of the transition process, I'll be needing to inspect your property just to make sure that it's up to our high standard.
Looks good.
Ricky, this is Heck. You can call him Uncle if you like.
No, he can't.
You hungry? That's a silly question, isn't it? Look at
You ever worked on a farm before, or you're just ornamental?
I love the music so much.
Geez, boy. It's a miracle we found you. You made it all of 200. Have some breakfast. Then you can run away.
Zag.
Zag.
You should get another one and name it Zig. Kingy, you wank, you asshole.
I hate you heaps.
Please die soon.
In pain.
Can we shoot one of those horses up there?
I'll give you one. Nobody can ride them. They're too wild.
Oh, that kind of sets up the girl who rides the horse later. Of the editing it. It's so great.
That's dinner sorted. Whoa, want to help me gut it?
Ricky Baker. Ricky Baker. Now accepted by me. And Hector. We're trifecta. I love how he gets into it by the end.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Uncle.
What are you going to call him?
Something fierce to reflect its true nature. Either Psycho
Megatron.
or Tupac.
What's a Tupac?
It's just really cool rapper, and he's like my best
Here he is. He loves to put himself in his movies.
For you, all the nummiest treats you can imagine. Fanta, LSD, burger rings. But you know what? There's also another door. Not the burger ring door.
Not the Fanta door.
Another door that's harder to get through.
Vegetable?
No, not vegetables.
Not vegetable. It's another door. And guess what's on the other side of that door? Jesus. Yeah, Jesus. It's tricky like that, Jesus.
Read this out loud.
As of June the 1st, I'll be taking him back into state custody. You can expect a visit next week for Ricky's collection. And we just get you a new wife. There's plenty of ladies on the internet, I heard. Disappear. Yeah, that sounds more like me.
He's suddenly so talkative, isn't he?
It wouldn't last 5 minutes. That's life. One day you're here and the next you're in a bloody box.
Burned myself to death in this barn. As you can see, look inside this barn. I'm gonna have to edit out so many clips of me just laughing because there's too many. Oh, great song. Hell alone in the middle of the ocean blue. Leave the world behind, I guess I never really knew. Don't you worry about me. I love this spinning shot where they hit the montage. They do this again later and it's great. It's great at showing time progression, but also how he's just kind of walking in circles. I belong in the middle of the ocean blue. I need to apologise for my singing. I'm sorry.
I'm amazed how lost you got.
I move fast. There's another thing going on here. Ricky Town. Population.
Ricky.
Where are we?
Shut it.
I love Ricky when he opens up a bit more. You know, right at the start he didn't talk much, but now he doesn't shut up.
Reading's stupid anyway.
Only people who can't read say things like that. No. You can't read? What's this? This is words. Me stupid.
You little bastard!
Oh.
Come on, let's get you comfortable.
Oh.
And also, I ran out of toilet paper. Give me some of yours. I gotta poop.
Use a leaf.
A leaf?
This ain't no child foster kid.
Really?
What can you tell, Paula? Does this look like a human here to you, Andy?
You get any food? The hell is that?
Salad.
The knack?
Oh yeah, the neck. What's that?
Here comes the money. Did someone say neck?
You gotta do that when sad things happen. Process it. That's like when my mate Amber died. I processed that for ages.
Who's Amber?
It's funny how emotionally intelligent he actually is. He had to grow up quite quick.
To this new family, and then Hector Faulkner, 65, and Richard Baker, 13.
Been missing for 13 weeks.
Faulkner is
Caucasian? Well, they got that wrong because you're obviously white. I love that joke.
Oh, Uncle, you're basically a criminal now. But on the bright side, you're famous.
I think I'm crazy.
And Asian. He had a sore leg, so he did everything for him. It was hard at first because my hands are so soft. Well, it wasn't always hard. Sometimes I got to do my own thing. He pretty much never joined in with me, though. I asked if he wanted to play with me, but he would just make me play with myself.
I feel so.
What? Hang on, he doesn't know what he means.
You're a bloody pervert.
Want to say it again? Say it again.
Going to jail.
The guy at the back hyping him on. The visual comedy in this is great.
Nobody listens. There's no more home just keep moving us around until something happens like Amber. So what do we do now?
We run. Maybe a bit of a fast walk.
No, we don't need to run.
Oh yeah, this is fast.
Yeah. Pretty majestical, eh?
Majestical.
I don't think that's a word. Do you think it's that place where the cloak gets wet by the water or something?
Oh, what the hell does that mean?
Auntie Bella said she was from up here.
Bella didn't know where she was from.
No, she said.
Ah, she was making it up.
Shut up, stupid bird.
Shh. Just watch.
Huh. Never seen a dumb bird like that before.
It's a hooyer. I reckon that bird was a hooyer. Supposed to be extinct.
And the people who discovered them would be pretty famous. Ah!
Yes, that's a ranger. There's a track down to a river. There's some bush people that live down there. It's about a 2-hour trek.
We can make it before dark.
Yeah, so it kind of set this up earlier with Bella saying you can't ride the horses. So he's seeing kind of like a supposedly impossible feat. I never noticed that before.
You freaky kid. There's a 6 Carrington hat. Get on, man.
Such a beautiful countryside.
Relax, bro. I know who you are. Seen your picture in the paper. Except you're skinnier in real life.
Where's your piano?
I mean, he has been out in the wilderness.
Make me shut up because I'm not listening to her because she's my auntie.
Yo, him. Yo, you. That's him. Oh, Ricky Baker in my house. Can I have a selfie, please? Yeah? Yeah?
It's funny how quiet he gets now that he's with people he doesn't know.
Big smile. Sad face. Just take a quick selfie of us.
That's not a selfie, you idiot.
Come on. You're the man.
I mean, like, apart from Hector, all of the adult characters are so childish and wild.
What in the bro?
Want a sausage?
Oh no. Yeah, right. Ninjas. Dire wolves. Child welfare.
The worst of them all.
Oh, you're useless. Oh, think, Ricky, think. What would Uncle do? What would Uncle do?
Go to high ground.
Yes, find water.
Yeah.
And then go to higher ground. And don't get naked.
Ricky.
Faulkner and Baker's popularity is on the rise after a valiant effort to save a critically ill park ranger.
Vegas and the public support on their side.
$10,000 to anyone who can capture them, dead or alive. Oh,
Alive. You should be alive.
be alive. Oi! Ricky! Freeze! Okay. Come on. It's too steep. Ricky, you come across here.
No.
Yeah, and I'll never stop chasing you. I'm
No,
reckless, I'm like
the Terminator.
I'm more Terminator than you.
I said it first, you're more like Sarah Connor.
Before she got buff and stuff.
In the first movie too, before she could do chin-ups. Doesn't have to be this difficult, Ricky. Got some nuts and dried fruit, little pieces of chocolate.
Andy looking at it as well.
A trade.
What kind of deal?
He's here! He's here! We got him! Go!
Nah. Reunited.
Again.
Now drop your weapons.
I love these three. They're so stupid.
How much?
10 grand.
Tell us when it gets to 20. And it was the wilder people.
The what of people?
The Wilder people. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're better at something else, then you should probably give that a go, shouldn't you?
Yeah, but I'm better at being a gangster.
Become a poet.
Gangster.
How would you know?
Great with high cues. I love this jump. I don't know, the pose he does when he... I love that. The visual comedy. I want to know how they did this hog as well. Is it like... Must be some CGI, but it looks weird, like puppet, like it's a puppet or something. The boar. It must be part puppet.
So she's been with us the whole time, eh?
Yeah, she's been on the journey too.
Pretty close to the sky up here.
It's a beautiful place.
Thanks for bringing her, mate.
I'm glad he didn't hold it against him in bringing her.
Across the border.
It's probably the hardest bit, going through winter.
This I have changed.
Yeah, these spinning shots.
I've lost my wife and children.
It's great at showing them being lost in the forest and how they're going in circles.
And some of
I find this second one, it's a bit janky, the movement.
through the graves, the wind.
It's not like a smooth, it's like stuttery a bit. Yeah, it looks really stuttery there. Maybe it's just because I'm streaming this and it's not like from a Blu-ray. And they must have been out there for a long time now. 6 or 7 months.
Is it a man or a bush? Bush! Man! Bushman!
Here you go. Put these on. Stop the government from tracking you. Not going to be part of the machine. Form fillers.
Form fillers.
That's how they get you.
Everything you want to do in life, you've got to fill out a form. And if ever you want to stop filling out forms, well,
There's a form for that.
5 different Don't even get me started on the national rugby team. They're not human.
Uncle, we have to go!
Yeah. Even I can't stand this cold. We'll head off first thing in the fastest way out of here.
Jetpack.
No? What? Well, it's directly to an underground train. I haven't dug it yet. What have I been doing with my life?
Oh, Psycho Sam.
To be dead. Four-wheel drive. Both wheels got to go. Oh, where did I put the keys?
Ricky!
Unkillable.
Ricky!
Get in!
Don't do anything stupid.
Me?
How'd you get this thing started?
The neck.
Yeah. He's not driving.
You don't even have your phone!
Stop the truck. I want to get out now.
I didn't choose the Skux life.
The Skux life chose me.
Where's your taser?
It's been booked. It's in Wellington.
He was just like gonna straight up kill him.
Got you now, perv.
Good old Andy.
You shot me!
Ah! I've got him! I've got the package! Well done, everybody! Now let's get this precious child out of here!
I think it's a good ending here, him with them. Because with Bella there, without Bella there, he couldn't have stayed at the farm.
How was jail? Did you shank anyone?
They spelled jail differently.
I'm
It's different in the subtitles.
Me and this fat kid, we ran, we ate, and read books, and it was the best.
It was the best. Here we go. Reckon you can handle it?
What do you think? Reckon you can find that bird?
Yeah, I think I know where it is.
So there we have it, Hunt for the Wilder People. It's one of my favourite comedies. This kind of type of comedy where it has substance is so great. Kind of like this and the Cornetto trilogy, for example. You know, they're comedies, but they have heart, and that's what grounds them a bit more. Some comedies are just too absurd and too worried about being funny that they forget to tell a compelling story as well. You could take the comedy out of this and out of like the Cornetto trilogy, and they'd still hold up as movies if they were serious movies, you know? Like the comedy just adds another layer to it. All of the performances are great. This is Julian Dennison's kind of breakout role, because after this he did Deadpool and Godzilla now. A lot of the adult characters, they're very stupid, you know. Uncle Hector's probably the only one with any common sense. Paula, who's the child protection agency lady, she's just obsessed with finding him and bringing him in. Andy, I love the police officer. He's just, I'd like to see him in more stuff. I need to look up who the actor is. He's just hilarious. The actress who plays Bella is so great as well. You know, she really makes you feel at home. And I think part of that is the set design of Ricky's room. It just feels so warm and cozy. It feels like, you know, your grandma's place. It has this really nice kind of whimsical feel to it. I think part of that is the music, and then all of the cinematography out in the countryside. There's so many great shots showing off the bush, and I think you can kind of tell Taika's love for New Zealand through this movie and how he films it. And then all of the music, so it seems like a lot of it was made by Monica. You know, I've had Ocean Blue saved on my Spotify for ages. I'm probably going to add more of these songs to it as well. There's a few licensed ones as well, that Nina Simone song that they played. It's just also great at building this atmosphere. You know, it's based on a book, and it does feel like it's kind of told through a child's imagination. It doesn't feel too over the top, even though it does get a bit outlandish with kind of the army showing up at the end as well. I love Hector as well. You know, it's kind of the classic story of the grizzled old man who hates children, and then they have to, you know, work with kids, and they slowly build the relationship. It's a kind of common trope, but it still works really well here. I really love the progression of Ricky, seeing kind of how shy and boxed in he is at the start, even though, you know, he thinks of himself as this gangster, the Skux life. But towards the end, he fully becomes, you know, confident and competent. He gains the knack. He just comes out of his shell as the movie progresses, and it's great to see. And of course, all of the comedy is amazing. Some of the visual comedy as well. I love the little zoom-ins when like Bella's pulling out the knife, or the way Hector jumps onto the boar at one point. And then, you know, right at the start, there's the car coming in on beat, and there's pans and things to reveal information, and it's just so great. There's so much great visual comedy, but also so much just great comedy in general. Through the accents and the writing, everything just adds up, and it's really, really great. I think this is my favourite Taika Watiti movie. You know, for a lot of people, it's probably What We Did in the Shadows or Thor Ragnarok, but I feel like this has the most heart out of all of them as well as the comedy. What We Do in the Shadows is mostly about the comedy, and Thor Ragnarok as well. There is a lot of heart in Thor Ragnarok as well, but some of the comedy overshadows that in that movie. But I feel like this has the perfect balance, and it's so well written as well. Yeah, this one's the top for Taika for me. Of course, I haven't seen Eagle vs. Shark, so I don't know, maybe that would top this, who knows. So thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, consider leaving a like or a comment. or even subscribing. Next week will be The Prince of Egypt, which is already out now over on Patreon, where you can also find full length and early access and polls to vote for upcoming shows and movies. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.